So, hey, I hope everybody's doing great and lovely. I just want to come here and have like this real talk just for a moment. So, hopefully, the sound is not too bad because I'm actually recording by my window and I want a little bit more light. So, hopefully, it don't pick up a whole lot outside noise. If it do, just let me know. So, this year has been one of those years where it's kind of been a little bit up and down, especially with my emotions, because I had certain expectations and then I met with disappointments, and then I'm kind of just going through the cycle, trying to refigure some things, but basically just trying to get to the state of stability in my life because I have moved quite a bit just in my career and come to a place where I do want to find my place where I can just be and just stabilize myself, find some root for me and my son. So after just moving here, I currently relocated to Missouri from Arkansas. I'm originally from Mississippi, so I do know of the racial divide that we have in the South. I'm very aware of that. I know our history. I know things that have went on. So it is a difference than just talking about it and actually going through it or just questioning things about yourself and just wondering if the stereotypes that people put out there about black people and black women specifically, for me, are those things true? Is there going to be any kind of racial peace or anything like that? Of course, all the questions just come in my head. Now, for me, I am not on, this train of there's no such thing as racism because that is a complete lie. When you have the spirit of hate that's operating in the earth, you're going to have racism, discrimination. You're going to have a lot of things that should not take place with basic things just attacking other human beings because you have that hate out there. And I'm certainly not on this train that, oh, every black person in the world is just a victim or we all oppressed. I'm not on that train either because I do believe that even as a black woman that I am responsible for my life and nobody else is going to control that. So I come here to say that sometimes you can get to that point where you feel uncomfortable in your own skin and you feel like you have to change who you are just to fit in where you're at. And that has been a challenge for me within the area that I'm in because of things that have taken place and trying to just kind of navigate through that. Now, let me just say this. I understand it's easy to misunderstand things. We can have a wrong perception about stuff. And it's easy for us, even as black people, to go into a situation thinking that everything's going to go wrong. Or if these people don't look like me, then I know I'm being mistreated and these all bad things going to happen to me. Now, granted, those things do happen, but we shouldn't go into those situations with that mindset because everybody's not the same. I say the spirit of hate because that's what it is, a spirit. People have to choose to be hateful. People have to choose to mistreat someone. People have to choose to harass someone. So this is a choice that people make. So it's not like one of those things, oh, just these group of people, they're just so hateful. No, people have to make a choice. People have to make a choice. And just because I am part of a certain demographic, that does not mean I have to act like what everybody else act like in that demographic. I can choose to be different. So what I'm learning to just encourage myself to do is in this time in my life is that I need just to be me. I don't have to change who I am. I don't wish to make my skin lighter. I don't wish to change all the, just every feature of my body like that. Now, of course, I'm gonna go to the gym. I said that because I want to stay fit and stuff, but I'm not trying to just I guess, kill myself in doing that just to get someone else's acceptance. You see, as black women, we have to be proud of who we are. Whatever skin color God puts you in, be be a proud appreciative of that. That doesn't mean make that skin color your God because yes, I'm still a Christian before I'm black. And I heard somebody make that statement and I don't disagree with that, but I agree with that because it is true. Because I still follow God and I want to make sure that I'm putting his principles before my culture and making sure that my life is aligned with his word and not aligned with the black code, black car, whatever crazy stuff that we be doing. So if you're like me, if you're kind of in that web in that space of wrestling with the stereotypes, feeling like you're not enough, because it's a difference between just talking about discrimination and racism until you actually kind of experience that in a way. It's a whole different feel. It's easy to talk about somebody mistreating you until you actually go through it. And then we can, think we got all these big tall, like, oh, I ain't gonna let nobody else do this to me. But when you in that situation, it's kind of like, man, this really happened to me. And I don't know how to process that. And I'm just here to encourage you to be comfortable in your skin. Like for me, I did have that point where I questioned, my own skin color. That I questioned who I was as a black person. And should I just downplay who I am, downplay my skills, even if, my degrees, all my books over here. I'm a PhD student. I'm starting my dissertation on next year. And even during that program, I question who I am, question myself because, of the world I live in, because the world's telling me, hey, you're black and you'll never be nothing. You're not going to do this and that. Nobody's not going to hire you. Nobody's not going to do this because y'all looked at it as a scum of the earth. All these different lies going through my head. And what I have to do, I have to learn how to cast those things down because God never said that's who I was. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I don't care what the world says. I don't care what the news says. I don't care what the history was. It's that God's word still stays the same. And also another thing is to just surround yourself with the right people. I have to say that because even as black people, I know sometimes we still wrestle with our history and we oftentimes just have conversations about just negative things that we come from this mindset of just poverty and negativity, victimhood. And it's like we don't have anything else positive to say after that. But surround yourself around people that they have experienced some discrimination. They have experienced, some racism maybe in their careers, maybe it's be the city that they're in, every point in life. And if they have overcome that, those are people you need to surround yourself with so you can stay strong. Because here's the thing, I can't change people. I can't change their heart. I can't change how they treat me, what they think about me. But what I can do is stand strong in who God said I am and just not change who I am. Because I know I can find myself becoming a little bitter and frustrated because of how someone else had treated me, or because when someone else said, and now I'm treating everybody else that looked like them that same way, and they haven't even did anything. I haven't gave them a chance to be, the type of kind person they are. So that's a lesson I learned in my life. It's because I had one bad experience. They don't mean that that's everybody. That's gonna be the same way with everybody. So I hope this have encouraged someone. I kind of feel like this more just like a random conversation. Meaning it's not really structured. Don't really have no script or anything like that. But just speaking from my heart, my mind, because I get how it feels to be in a space where you feel like you don't belong. And sometimes you do feel like you need to go on where maybe you have to run from a situation, go where it's familiar. But if God has you in a place, He has you in a place for a reason. And He will send the right people around you. And don't be afraid, just to be who you are. Don't be afraid of that. We always gonna find these times in our lives where we feel like it's just, you know, we just can't make it here, or I just can't be who I am because of my skin color, because of that. But like I said, earlier, I'm not changing nothing about my hair, I'm not changing nothing about who I am. I dress a certain way. I like my dresses, of course, like that feminine look. I'm not gonna just try to go get Botox and cosmetic surgery just to make myself look a certain way to be accepted. No, I'll be happy the way I am, the way God made me to be. Because there's nothing wrong with being the black woman that I am.